One, first and foremost, if I get started, we give all honor and glory and power to Yahweh, Hashem, Shai, Hashem, Dash. I want to say double honors to our elders, our great apostle, great millstone, GMS, who rule well and teach well, being a great example to Israel. All right, man, the elect. I want to say peace and blessing to the hope of the elect on the four corner, pushing the truth and sincerity. All right, that great song that you brought in the box just come with a quick lesson. Lord willing, this a inspiration to inspire people to continue in the faith. Holding faith which I have, which the understanding that may we be able to endure to the end and be delivered. As our Lord and Savior coming back to redeem those that believe, wholeheartedly. Those that not faking the funk and those not uh, out here receiving things with vain lucre's sake. With the mindset. So, because understanding the time that we in, we living in some beautiful times, also hard times, as is the Lord gonna test our faith. The Lord gonna test our integrity. And here it is, our people as a whole is comfortable. So that's why he said, arise ye women that are at ease. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of women is comfortable in the situation that they in because the benefits that they received in Babylon. But it said what? When you go into Ecclesiastes 7, it say, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, but the gift destroyed the heart, and that's what happened to majority of our people. All right, the gifts going back to the leisure of the so-called white man giving you, vouchers, Section 8 food stamps, saying you the head of the house instead of the man. See, all these things come in play that you're going to have to get out that mindset, as well as you men's. You're going to have to get out that mindset, man, and start to really rehearse the righteous acts, man, and do as the scriptures have commanded us to do. So that's why the lesson say that, detach from the world, which is going to our mindset. All right, because when you go into Micah, I'm going to grab that real quick. This is Micah 2 and 10. And it says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. See, America is not our rest. We was here for punishment. We was here for correction. We weren't sent here to a Babylon the Great to make it in this society. As you see, men have sold their souls, have sold out to the industry. You know what I'm saying? Just to make it, trying to escape the curses. And one thing about it, you can never escape the curses. Deuteronomy 28 is undefeated. All right? Deuteronomy 28, 15 on down to 6 to 8 is undefeated, man. You cannot escape the curses. But you gotta, how can I say it? It's a lighter burden when you start to come back to the realization. That's why I say the truth will set you free. Because you still gonna catch hell, you still gonna catch the affliction of the curses, but it more lesser pain, so to speak, man. All right, a lesser headache, because you understand why you're going through these things. You understand when you look at your people, they walk in the streets, one shoe on, one shoe off. You understand all that, that's the curses. You know what I'm saying? So they better your thought, your mind, you have rest. You can't find no rest in Christianity. So it's a lot. Lord willing, y'all brothers and sisters be edified, while later law down, man, because this is very necessary. You know what I'm saying? It's important. All right, that you receive this message and you start to apply this message. All right, as the apostles and the elders and the bishops on down, could continue week in, week out, in season, out of season. All right, giving you that warning. All right, so this is Micah 2 and 10. It says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. All right, and let's go into Baruch real quick. Let's go into Baruch 4 and 1. Now look what it says. It say, this Baruch 4 and 1 said, this is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endure forever. All they that keep it shall come to light. You know what I'm saying? So when you're going to Judges 5 and 11, it's a rehearsing thing. You know what I'm saying? We got to practice. We got to practice what we preach. You know what I'm saying? We got to practice what we read. So meaning what? You got to apply it, man. So we got to come out of that Babylon mindset of how we going to survive. How we going to eat, how we going to sleep, how we going to do this and that. We got to put all our trust in our mindset and believe in what the Lord have told us, man. But we also got to meet the requirement as he want us to do, and then what? To keep his ways. Because that's what's pleasing unto the Lord when we stop smoking. We stop committing adultery. You know what I'm saying? We stop getting our hair lined up. We stop stealing. You know, we stop fornicating. See, that what pleased the Lord when you stop those things, because here it is, you start to do what pleasing unto him. So we got detached from the world mindset, because the world deemed smoking, you know what I'm saying, bucking the system, doing what you want to do. See, the world deemed that as good, you know, but in actuality, according to the scriptures, that's wicked, that's evil. So we got to depart from that mindset. All right. So it said in Baruch 4, and I'm going to jump to 5, because you got to remember why we in America, because the Lord said we we're going to be sold to the other nations because what our disobedience. But Baruch 4 and 6 say you were sold to the nations, not for your destruction. You see that? So we didn't come over here to Babylon the Great to be destroyed. But it said what? Because you have moved the Most High to wrath, you were delivered to your enemies. So here it is, this point of time, all right, that we living in, there was a grace period the Lord have given us to return back to him, man. As in Baruch 3, I said 2 and 32, it says, I'm started 30. It said, for I knew that they would not hear me, because it's a stick-necked people. When you go into Isaiah 1 and 3, it speaks about how people don't consider, how people is how the Lord compared us to an ox, you know what I'm saying, the ass, which is two stubborn animals. You know what I'm saying? But back Baruch 2 and 30, it said, for I knew that they would not hear me, because it's the stick-necked people. But in the land of their captivity, they shall remember themselves. So that's for what we had to attach to the law, statutes, commandments. All right, because now we remember who we are. Remember our custom of our forefathers. All right, remember how we kept the high holy days. See, that's what we tapping back into, man. You know, and I'm gonna jump to keep going. It said, and ye and shall know, so like it, Baruch 2 and 31, it says, and shall know that I am the Lord, that power, for I will give them a heart and the ears to hear me, a mind, which he give you understanding. All right, understand what? As we measure the time, diligent in itself to know where we at, man. Know what time we in. You know, seeing the uproars of the people. All right, seeing the calamity, seeing the dollar on his last leg. You know what I'm saying? So, and it says, verse 32, it said, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivities. Where we at? We in Babylon, in the land of our captivities. We are praising the Lord. You see that? We coming back to who we are. It said, and think upon my name, and return from the stiff neck, and from their wicked deeds. And that's all the Lord asks. You know what I'm saying? Reframe your mind. Because here it is. What did Isaiah? Let me get to Isaiah. It say, woe to them that call evil good and good evil. Let's get that real quick. All right, this is Isaiah 5 and 20. And it said, woe to them that call evil good and good evil. And that's what Babylon produces. You know, Babylon produces everything wicked as what? Good. Look at the music. When you listen to music nowadays, it's nothing like back in the 80s and the 70s and the early 90s. You know, it's all defiled, all wickedness, all polluted. You know what I'm saying? Even when you come down to the clothes, how women wear their clothes, they really don't even, you see everything. You know what I'm saying? And then the men's, you know, it's just too much. Just too much. But who producing this? The so-called white man. You know, he deemed everything contrary to the scriptures to be good. So woe to them that call evil good and good evil. So when you change your life around, you being looked at as evil, you know, an outcast. And all you doing is proclaiming to be what? A man of the Lord or a woman of the Lord. You know, a servant. But people look at you as you wicked. You know what I'm saying? Because here it is, you want to do what's pleasing unto the Lord. So it said, and call and good evil, and put darkness for light. You know what I'm saying? And what? And light for darkness. And put bitter for sweet, and sweet for bitter. You know, and this Babylon the Great as a whole, man, as you come and look at the society, how it's being ran, the rulers of this world, how he's passing them laws and them policies to set up against those that truly fear you how about Shema Shah. You know? So let me get back into get into Deuteronomy, because I'm going to end it soon. But I want to read this in Deuteronomy 30. This Deuteronomy 30 and 19. Now I can read I'm gonna start at 14. It said, but the word is very nigh unto thee, in thy mouth and in thy heart, that thou mayest do it. You see that? So you gotta apply it. You see? And it says, see, I have set before thee this day life and good, and death and evil. And here it is, we understand through Revelation, the 8th chapter, 11, as this being spiritual Sodom and spiritual Egypt all over again. So this day, the Lord has sent the prophets on the highways and the hedges early, Hey, giving you a choice. Is you going to choose life, which is what coming back to the realization and pleasing the Lord, doing what he commanded you to do, or you going to choose death, and depend upon your flesh and the so-called white man, which is going to lead you to destruction. This the time we in. This the time we in. You got to choose, man, one or the other. What it say? The Lord said in Revelation, hot or cold, because you lukewarm, he's going to spit thee out your mouth, out his mouth. So either you're going to rock with the Lord or you're going to be against the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You can't do both, man. All right, so Lord willing, y'all brothers and sisters edified. They just want another quick hit of motivation, inspiration for our people to get their mind right and stay focused, man, on what's important. And that's the kingdom of heaven. That's our salvation. As the nerd that we believe, man. Hey, Baba Ball, Baraka Akim, DTA, baby. Shalom. Off the muscle.